Venezuela, Remy Peroso serves a one-match ban. His place taken by Fernando Amorebieta of England's Fulham. Left-back Gabriel Cicho will have injured against Chile on Friday. Alexander Gonzalez as then comes in for him. Thomas Rinkonen, Johanry Orozco replace Juan Manuel Seijas and Frankie Lucena. Peru without both Yoshimar Yotun and Jefferson Farfan through suspension. Juan Manuel Vargas and Andre Carrillo come in as like-for-like swaps. The attack led by Claudio Pizarro, surely at 34. This his last chance of reaching a World Cup. Nicolas Fedora and Fernando Aristigueta, Venezuela's plan B. Teenagers Christian Benavente and Jordi Reyna held in reserve for Peru. Well, the long journey has an end in sight. These two teams, the outsiders now in the race to claim the 5th place and the playoff with Jordan to book that place at the World Cup. It is a case of having to win their remaining games to have any hope, and hope for some help and snookers along the way. Peru in the whites with the red band, Venezuela the Vino Tinto in the burgundy. Of course, Venezuela, the one nation in this region who have never before reached a World Cup finals. Peru's last one came a long time ago too, in Spain in 1982. Final chance, final hopes, and even then, fingers and toes, everything crossed. Dani Hernandez now, it seems, has replaced Renny Vega as Cesar Farias' preferred goalkeeper. Raul Fernandez keeps goal for Peru, winning today his 27th cap. In charge, Nestor Pitana of Argentina. Andre Carrillo, one of those changes made, replacing the banned Jefferson Farfan today for the Peruvians. Waiting for the off. The bibs were going to maybe distract the referee's eye from the assistant's flag. It is Peru who start. The equation for both is simple: wins and then hope, fingers crossed, for favours elsewhere. The only way these teams will reach Brazil now is maybe via the playoffs, and to reach those they have to win the games left. For Venezuela, just one more to come, and they entertain Paraguay next month. For Peru, their next game, one of 2 more left, is away to Argentina. Venezuela, the region's lowest scorers, just 4 goals at home in the qualifiers so far. 6 away, they are by a long way the lowest scorers, 6 less than the bottom nation, Bolivia. It's that clash between Rondon and Alberto Rodriguez. Carrillo. Infield it goes here now, and on the break is Hurtado. Ball's been won back here by the returning Thomas Rincon. He served his 2nd suspension of this World Cup cycle to come back in the team today, the midfielder from Germany's Hamburg. Here's Oswaldo Vizcarrondo. Big burly centre-half, forward towards Rondon. Rondon, who has scored 4 of Venezuela's meagre tally of 10. Hurtado will chase. Covering there is Alexander Gonzalez, back to Dani Hernandez in the Venezuelan goal. The grass, you see, is rather long. The pitch is very lush. Favour a more direct style from the home team, I wonder. Here's Rincon. Amorebieta. In this ground, scored 2 years ago a famous goal in this campaign as the Vino Tinto got their first ever win against Argentina in any game, in any competition. Back then hopes were high. Here's Rincon. Rincon for the iconic skipper Arango of Germany's Borussia Mönchengladbach. Amorebieta has just moved from Bilbao to England's Fulham. He's yet to play a first-team game there with a lack of fitness. Alexander Gonzalez given away though to Juan Manuel Vargas of Fiorentina. Now Pizarro. 7 here is Paulo Hurtado. Pizarro goes again, and he's taken a spill too. The 34 now. His only goal against Venezuela came 14 years ago. Long in the tooth, yes, still a threat, most definitely. And still part 2 of Bayern Munich's plans under Pep Guardiola this season. It's a treble winner in the last campaign for Jupp Heynckes. Josef Martinez. At the moment he's the Swiss League's top scorer with Thun, with 6 goals in 7 games on loan from Young Boys of Bern. This is Cruzado for Peru. And again you see there just how lush and long the grass is here in Puerto La Cruz. Maybe a ploy by the home team to favour them. Here's Orozco. Martinez. Cesar Gonzalez. Johandri Orozco there with the ball to switch the play cleverly. Rosales back in. And over the crossbar, the header from Alexander Gonzalez there for the Venezuelans. Well, the first glimpse of goal there goes for the home team. I'm sure it has been drilled home to them, well, both teams really, just how they have to win their games now to have any chance. Results elsewhere have not been there to really favour these two teams tonight. Hopes dwindling of reaching that World Cup. Carrillo. That'll be a free kick for the challenge on Cruzado. Ronaldo Cruzado, well travelled, spells in the Swiss League, the Italian League and the Iranian League. Debut for him came against Guatemala 10 years ago now. Under 17 there is Carlos Lobaton, recalled by Sergio Macarian, the coach, after a 3-year absence 3 years ago, and has become very much a key figure. Here's Orozco for Venezuela, Arango, Rondon, Roberto Rosales. In goes the cross, decent one too that. There'll be a corner ball here. Vargas got the last outfield touch there for the Peruvians. 1 point on the road for Peru. Not at all in the last World Cup qualifying cycle. Last away win came in the World Cup back in 2004 against Uruguay. 1 away win in 26 away qualifiers. In by Cesar Gonzalez here for Venezuela. Nets by the head of Portuguese-based Alberto Rodriguez, of Rio Ave these days, ex of Braga and Sporting in Lisbon. Corner which Cesar Gonzalez takes for Venezuela. In by Cesar Gonzalez. Oh, free header here. Fernando Amorebieta scored a header to beat the Argentinians 2 years ago. his only international goal so far. Broke free, was a chance. Keeper Raul Fernandez these days of FC Dallas in the US MLS. Been there now for just over a year. 2 years ago now he replaced Leo Butron as the preferred first choice for Peru. Arango towards that chasing two of Martinez and Rondon. Cesar Gonzalez. Joseph Martinez. Now Alexander Gonzalez. The fullback. Playing on the right today, played on the left in the game against the Chileans on Friday when he came on for the injured Gabriel Cicero. Another of these Swiss-based players with Arau on loan from Young Boys this season. That's been a feature of Venezuela's rise in the last 10 years, that more players now are playing with big clubs in major European leagues. Arango was the trailblazer really when he went to Real Mallorca in Spain and now is in Germany. Orozco, a spell in Germany with Wolfsburg, didn't work out there in 2 years, and now playing back with Deportivo Táchira in Venezuela. Hurtado is fouled here, free kick to the Peruvians. Think back to their great World Cup teams and World Cup qualifications for Peru in the 70s and early 80s. Last World Cup for them was in 82 in Spain. Venezuela, the one team in this region who've never been there. Cesar Farias, though, has seen them reach their first Under-20 World Cup, their first ever FIFA finals. It was in Egypt in 09. Coach they have called, or rather he himself has called himself Venezuela's Mourinho. Backing in by Carrillo. Having to fill the shoes of Jefferson Farfan today. The Schalke man got himself a late yellow card in the game on Friday and got himself a ban for this one. There is Sergio Macarian, 68 now. Alexander Gonzalez can't find Orozco, who really came to the fore. Orozco, having scored a sensational goal against Peru's under-20s a couple of years ago in the South American Championship at that level. Made himself that move to Wolfsburg, where it didn't work out in Germany. Here's Rincon. Alexander Gonzalez. Cesar Gonzalez. Cruzado. Joel Herrera. Carrillo. Just to take on Alexander Gonzalez there in a foot race, but it's picked up by Vizcarrondo now for Thomas Rincon. There's been a real success with Hamburg now, 4 years in Germany. Arango there with a delicious ball to try and find the run of Roberto Rosales. He'll win the corner too, will he, off Herrera? Yes, he will. Herrera's hurt too for Peru. He just fell there on that shoulder very awkwardly. He's off the field, so play can go on. There's no need to stop this. Just nudged here, wasn't he, by Rosales, and as he lands, does he just jar shoulder awkwardly? Maybe he did. Ten gone, goalless. But the Venezuela corner, their first of this World Cup qualifier. Hopes are slight, chances slight, but it is still a chance. It is still there to dream of. A place in the World Cup for the first time in the Vinotinto's history. Orozco's corner. It was a high boot, it was a low head. The cross driven in here towards Rondon. There's Arango. It's going to be cleared away by Peru. Retrieved though here by Alexander Gonzalez. Rosales. Joseph Martinez. Martinez with the shot. Only got 2 goals for the national team so far, but as I say, he's full of goals in the early games of the Swiss season on loan at Thun. From young boys, 6 in 7. And some real crackers too, not least one against Young Boys, his parent club. Here he took aim, having done it rather to Retamoso. Pizarro, still a big presence for Peru. He replaced Norberto Solano as the national captain. Debut 15 years ago for Big Pizarro. He's had some career, but never reached a World Cup. And there you see Herrera, the sign's not good for him playing on. Already Peru missing 1 or 2 players through suspensions. Now they're going to lose their right back to injury. Josef Martinez, Rondon, away there by Zambrano. So for now Peru down to 10 players, with Herrera off getting attention and about to be replaced. Away comes Vargas here. Vargas, Carrillo. One back by Alexander Gonzalez now, and this is Orozco through for the chasing Martinez. Rodriguez away for the Peruvians. Last but 1 game for Venezuela. Paraguay home in San Cristobal to come in October. Cesar Gonzalez. Rondon. Free kick, Peru. Well, here comes the change. They are going to send on Luis Advincula, who's a right back. He did play the game at the weekend, Advincula. Player who is in league terms on the books of Ponte Preta in Brazil. And he will indeed come on to replace the injured Joel Herrera. Enforced change for Macarian inside 14 minutes. Here's Alberto Rodriguez. Hurtado. Change confirmed. Herrera off, and in his place comes Advincula. Rincon. There's little Orozco, 5'4". Orozco, but a player who's full of tricks and bright ideas for Venezuela. And many have said that maybe his lack of stature was the reason why he didn't really make it in the German game, but he's a player with, on the ball, some delightful touches and wonderful flair. Rosales, here is Orozco again. Rosales goes for the return here, in towards Rondon. Vizcarrondo. Rincon, who'll be the deeper of the midfield 3, really. Here's Orozco, more offensive. Orozco, Arango's run. Arango will chase it through here and away by Raul Fernandez for Peru. Carrillo's header here has only really fallen to Alexander Gonzalez. Couldn't find Arango, cleared away there by Edwin Retamoso for the Peruvians. And here again is how Herrera hurt. He falls on his shoulder. Dislocations can easily happen. Nasty fall. Pizarro now out towards Hurtado. Hurtado's cross, Carrillo the target, too high for him. They will miss Farfan. He got both goals when they came from behind to beat Venezuela a year ago in Lima. Alexander Gonzalez here. Arango's made the burst. And now Josef Martinez. Still Martinez. He's got a long way too, and he scuffs his shot. Unable as yet to translate his club form to international consistent goal scoring. He did everything right but the finish, didn't he? He went so far for so long, couldn't find the finish. Really promising play though here by Venezuela. Again, they know they have to win. Anyway, they're going to have to find a solution to their lack of goals. Just 4 in their home qualifiers so far. This is their 7th of 8 at home. Already, Cesar Farias. Please watch. He can be a spiky figure, the Venezuelan coach. As I say, there have been comparisons from him with Jose Mourinho. The first to see his team beat Brazil, first to beat Argentina. And there are tears, aren't there, from Herrera? That must be very painful. It could well be a dislocation. Rondon has picked the pocket of Vargas. Away by Rodriguez. Again, there you see the grass is holding the ball. It's a very, very long pitch here in terms of the length of the grass on it. And that's making the ball stick and hold up. Shot from distance here is ballooned over the crossbar, but you see when the players try and dribble, it's not very easy for them to do so. And maybe a ploy here by Farias to maybe disrupt the normal Peruvian style, and not be effective, we shall see, but it's a factor. Fernandez away for Peru towards Pizarro here, and a foul against Amore Bieta to debut for Fulham, having joined from Bilbao in Spain on a free and a 4-year contract. Their best ever Copa America under Farias 2 years ago when they finished 4th. They lost the 3rd place player to Peru, by the way, 4-1. These two were unlikely semi-finalists in Argentina. There's Carrillo, away by Vizcarrondo. Rincon. Orozco. You see that neat footwork he does have in his locker. Alexander Gonzalez. Orozco. Give and go is going to come off. It's back here with Venezuela and Martinez towards Arango. Carrillo. This is Retamoso. Lobaton. Lobaton dispossessed by Rincon, and now here's Orozco trying to work his magic again, but it's won back here now by Lobaton. Hurtado is away here. Hurtado still, and Hurtado scores! Fabulous finish. Peru lead a game they have to win. A goal from Paulo Hurtado, only 2nd for the national team, and hope springs eternal for the team in red and white. They have to win, you feel, to have any chance of making the playoffs. All 3 of their last games, this and the 2 to come against Argentina and Bolivia, well, they're doing their bit so far. Hurtado's finish, Macarian's team lead, and Venezuela's job just got harder. Got away there from the challenge, and the finish was none too shabby, was it? Paulo Hurtado makes it Venezuela 0, Peru 1, and they can dare to dream that bit longer, the Peruvians, that they can just do this. Good finish, 1-0 Peru. Hurtado's goal the difference. How can a team who've not scored more than 1 in any of their home qualifiers find a response, Venezuela? This is Osvaldo Vizcarrondo. Rincon. Arango. Cesar Gonzalez. Juan Arango's touch. And Rondon's shot blocked by Rodriguez. Carrillo. Carrillo boxed in by two, but he's got away from both. Alexander Gonzalez snaps back at him and wins the ball now for Venezuela. Arango. This is Cesar Maestrico Gonzalez. Juan Arango, deflection, corner. Well, they came from one down to beat them in the return game in Lima, Peru. Now they're the ones who've taken the lead. Good work from Lobaton to find the run of Hurtado, and the finish was really impressive. 1-0 Peru. Really good winning of the ball there from Lobaton. He's become a key man under Mkhitaryan, having been recalled after 3 years away from the national team back in 2010. His goal means Peru can still dream. And Moribieta goes up here for Venezuela. Hurtado away. Carrillo here to chase, really, in a Peru shirt, but he's done well to win it. Carrillo twists, turns. Here's Hurtado again. Moribieta has been robbed here. This is Pizarro! Went for sheer brute force there, didn't he? Maybe to a goalkeeper's touch, a good save, I think, to give Dani Hernandez his due. Because that was a real full-blooded strike from Claudio Pizarro, wasn't it? Well, here's the man, Moribieta, who was beaten for the goal, and maybe not having played for Fulham so far is a little short of match fitness. Only because of the ban to Grindy Perosa, who played in that position in Santiago on Friday. Peru's corner, and Mendes there under no pressure, chose to punch. Vargas here now for Lobaton. Vargas. Lobaton! Another chance. Good display this by Peru so far on the counter. Could have scored 3 goals already. Vargas with the reverse ball back into Carlos Lobaton, and that's not too far wide, is it? Missed that chance earlier for Pizarro. Again, you see Moribieta was very, very sloppy, wasn't he? Good save, Hernandez. Cruzado. Now it's Advincula. Cruzado. And again, it's going to be Cruzado here, but he's just been hassled there by Josef Martinez. Advincula. And again, the fullback will chase. Moribieta. Arango. Orozco. Orozco still goes on. Rosales. Orozco. And Martinez. Martinez again. Rincon here will play deep and will be almost the, in American football terms, the quarterback. Fernando Moribieta. Oswaldo Vizcarrondo. 25 gone. A game both teams have to win. And Cesar Fales' team are not winning. Lack of goals, you just feel, will be their Achilles heel in this qualifying campaign. Maybe in years to come Martinez will be a reliable source of goals, but they've been missing that real quality striker in this campaign. Just 10 goals home and away, just 4 at home in the entire campaign. That is why they won't qualify. Orozco. Arango. Cesar Gonzalez for Rondon. And now Rosales. In by Rosales. Away by Zambrano, back in it goes here for Venezuela, and that's going to just bounce through to Raúl Fernandez here for Peru. Well, Peru's next game is maybe the toughest, away in Buenos Aires against Argentina, Messi and co. But they may well have qualified by then, so they may rest players. Even so, I'm sure a game which will be a major test for them, given their away record is frankly awful. One away win in 26 qualifiers before tonight. Rondon dispossessed. Pizarro, cleverly done here. Hurtado took aim. Well, he's got the scent of goals. Martinez. Arango. Martinez. Cesar Gonzalez, Rondon, here's Alexander Gonzalez, but that final ball not there for Venezuela. The campaign which began with that massive high, of course, in their second game when they beat Argentina here for the very first time, and then the nation really did dare to dream. And the point made by Fares before the game with Chile on Friday was that this is the first time really there's expectation on them to win games and to qualify for major tournaments, which in itself is a measure of how far they've come in the last 15 years, Venezuela. They talk of the Auge Vinotinto, the rise of the Burgundy. Only 10 years or so ago they were losing qualifiers 5-6 and 7-0, but those days are long gone. Just need now to qualify for a World Cup to reach the next level. Here's Amore Bieta. Rosales. Orozco. Vizcarrondo. He's come a long way here, Vizcarrondo. And he went for goal too, the centre-half, but off target. Vizcarrondo of Nantes. Newly promoted to the French top division. 8 goals down the years for Venezuela in 52 previous caps. He has a good record, but from 30 yards he doesn't. His last goal came in the Copa America quarter-final against Chile in 2011 in San Juan. Orozco's run. Orozco. Arango's shot balloons up into the air. It's Orozco with Rodriguez. He heads clear. Cesar Gonzalez. Thomas Rincon. Rosales, Arango. That will be a corner ball just put away by Carlos Zambrano of Eintracht Frankfurt in Germany. Well, Pizarro's last World Cup chance maybe, and also 33 perhaps Arango's too. The nation's record caps winner, 19th tonight. Orozco's corner towards Vizcarrondo, away by Retamoso. Half an hour gone. Venezuela 0, Peru 1 in Puerto La Cruz, a result which would rule the Vinotinto out of qualifying for the World Cup and keep the Carians Peru still in the hunt mathematically. It's going to be tough. Arango's ball through, and here's Orozco! Stays in play too here in that long grass with Rondon. Rosales in. Martinez! Spectacular, off target. A glimpse though of the ability which Martinez does have. He's only 20. He is with Thun on loan in Switzerland, and got his first national team goals in May against El Salvador and Bolivia last month. That's the Orozco chance. And the ball in the long grass stayed in play. Rondon's cross, and then Martinez with a spectacular scissor kick volley over the crossbar. Juan Manuel Vargas, a Fiorentina throws in. He was loaned out to Genoa last season in Italy Serie A. Carrillo. That's for the run of Hurtado. Gonzalez of FC Twente in the Eredivisie is with him. That will be a throw-in for Venezuela, though. Hurtado asked the question here. That's that chance for Orozco. Good save, wasn't it, by the foot of Fernandez. How's this for a volley? We're not going to see it, I don't think, but mark here for Pizarro for Peru. '64th cap, 17 goals. Long-time talisman. And Farias knows things are getting desperate. The dream dying for Venezuela. Cesar Gonzalez. Martinez. Looks a good player, doesn't he? Oh, a virtual rugby tackle on him. Maybe a yellow card, maybe, or maybe not. Referee gets out the can of foam to mark out the kick, and the wall will position themselves. Which I think is such a simple and good idea. Just in one move, just stamps out any idea of encroachment for both taker and defender. Zambrano, the guilty man, defender from Germany's Eintracht Frankfurt. So for Schalke and St. Pauli. Free kick for Venezuela. Curled in, and it's met by the head of Rodriguez. Rondon won't get there, and it's away by Vargas. 11 to half-time. Venezuela 0, Peru 1. A goal which would, if it stays this way, finish off Venezuela's lingering hopes of qualification. Fernandez, with a punch which goes backwards. And there the goalkeeper came, and the punch almost into his own net. It's a simple mistake, isn't it? It just creeps over the bar. Raul Fernandez there got mighty lucky with a wretched punch. You see the funny side now. Another corner. In-swinger again, and again Fernandez not the most convincing with that. There's Morebieta. Header down, and here's Martinez. Was he fouled? They asked the question, and the answer comes back in the negative. Oh, the ball is going to stick on the water here. And here now, Hurtado with a chance for his second of the night. Fernandez got back. It did rain before kick-off heavily, and you see there the water in the pitch held the ball up. Let off there for Venezuela. There's Rondon. The ball will stick in this water. Back pass was wretchedly short. Hernandez got there just, and the bouncing ball didn't really favour Hurtado here, did it? Beware the conditions. Rondon for Martinez. Arango again, and here's Jose Salomon. Rondon! Level, Venezuela. Rondon's 5th qualifying goal of this cycle. And now it's the home team's chance to dare to dream once more. They know they have to win this. Nothing else will do. Rondon levels for Venezuela. Well, the big Russian-based striker with a goal to get them back at 1-1 in this qualifier. Good finish, low, drilled past Fernandez. And we are all square once more in Puerto La Cruz. Explosive finish with barely a single hint of a backlift. Alexander Gonzalez, and again, and back here by Carrillo, it's with Vargas. Lobaton, Cruzado, Pizarro. Just their 5th goal at home in the qualifiers in this World Cup. And here's Martinez, they may score again here. Zambrano covering. And a mix of the long grass and the wet pitch, the standing water is making this a very entertaining game. There's Rondon again. Cesar Gonzalez, away comes Alberto Rodriguez here for Peru. Lobaton, Pizarro, Carrillo. The run made on that far side by Hurtado. Advíncula. Advíncula. Now to Cruzado. Pizarro. Now Juan Manuel Vargas. Vargas with a good-looking cross. Clash of heads in the middle there. It's Amore Bieto who's come off the worse. Yet to play a game for Fulham since his move, and I just sense that maybe in his case here a little lack of match sharpness. Comes together there with Hurtado. And here's the goal from Rondon to level the match. Keen they were to get the ball in, get the game underway again. These teams have to win their remaining games to stand any chance, you feel. Lincoln. Advíncula. Rincon for Venezuela. The last World Cup saw their best ever points tally in a group of 22. Missed out in the playoffs then by just 2 points. And far their best performance. There has been progress gradually. Richard Paez has coached first, and now Farias has made them a real force in the region. The days when they were the whipping boys, losing games 5, 6, 7 and maybe more sometimes. As recently as the Copa America in '99, they lost their game to Brazil 7-0. Now they are a much better, much more organised team, and with players playing in major leagues with major clubs, that really has seen the national team grow and grow and grow in the last decade. Football is sometimes the number 2 sport behind baseball still. Cruz corner here which Cruzado takes towards Vargas. Here comes the counter. Rondon breaks. Rondon goes alone. Orozco, fleet of foot. Orozco! Yeah, neither cross nor shot there. He, I think, was looking to find Martinez at the far post, which maybe was the wrong decision. He's got the corner though, I think. The deflection here off the block from Alberto Rodriguez. Yep. 1-1. Venezuela's corner. Again, they know anything other than a win spells the end of their Brazilian dream. Orozco takes the corner. Have another one. Behind, this time by Ronaldo Cruzado. Orozco tries again. Orozco takes, and the header flashes wide from Josef Martinez. Had he left that, I wonder, would have been a better chance for Amore Beta, number 5 behind him here. Maybe there would have been. Foul here on Pizarro by Amore Beta. Well, the stakes and the situation here has made this game very entertaining. And the team can sit back and play for a draw. Points, single points don't work at this stage. Wins the currency that really matters for these two nations now in what remains of the qualifying campaign. Here goes Tardo for Pizarro here. Can he finish? He can. But the flag's up, won't count. Close call. And the goal chalked off for Peru. Was he offside? Yes, he was. Good decision. (1-1) with 2 to half-time in Puerto La Cruz. The only nation in the region who've never reached a World Cup, even Bolivia have been to one in '94. Arango again, who can shoot in range with unerring accuracy, as fans of Mallorca and Mönchengladbach will tell you. Needs one, by the way, the captain, to overtake Giancarlo Maldonado and go out in front of the nation's all-time record goal scorer. Rincon. Rosales. Oh, and Orozco taken out there by Martinez by a really tough tackle. Yellow card shown here to Carlos Lobaton. And he will miss the trip to Buenos Aires. And he will be a big pair of shoes to fill as well. Clear foul, clear yellow card too for Lobaton. Yellow card on screen confirmed for you. In goes that free kick. It's met by Alberto Rodriguez with a strong header away. Will be one first half additional minute. We are now in that. Venezuela 1, Peru 1. The draw is no good to either. Cleared by Fernandez. Pizarro, Arango. Oh, they've given the ball away here. Could be expensive too. Carrillo chasing, and Dani Hernandez has it. No deliberate back pass. Final seconds of the first half. Here's Rondon. Rodriguez away. Alexander Gonzalez. Cesar Gonzalez. Final seconds now. And no more seconds left. The whistle goes. A good first half here. A game that both teams have to win, neither winning at the break. Peru led through A goal from Paulo Hurtado, but Jose Salomon Rondon has levels. A draw is no good to either here. Half-time score, it's Venezuela 1, Peru 1. Hello and welcome back from Dan O'Hagan to Puerto La Cruz in Venezuela. Half-time in this World Cup qualifier. Salomon Rondon's goal has levelled up the match to give it a 1-1 score here. A game that both have to win, Peru and Venezuela, to have any real chance of making the playoff position for a place at next summer's FIFA World Cup in Brazil. Peru, who haven't qualified since Spain 82. Venezuela have never been to a World Cup, and for that to end, they have to win their last 2 games and keep their fingers crossed for any chance. Referee Nestor Pitana from Argentina will start this second half for us. A half which will make or break Venezuela's hopes of remaining in contention for that playoff place for the World Cup. They have to win, and then would have to win their last qualifier 2 at home to Paraguay next month, while hoping for results and favours from other nations elsewhere. It is a tall order, but it's still just mission kind of possible. Alexander Gonzalez. The team has made a change at half-time in terms of playing personnel. Cesar Fares has just had a huge half-time team talk. Here is Rondon. Tees up the shot, which is pushed away by the diving Fernandez. That had real sting behind it too, and drew a good save from the Peruvian goalkeeper. Cesar Gonzalez. Right, second half start here by Venezuela. Cesar Gonzalez covering here Alberto Rodriguez for Peru. Well, this was some save, wasn't it? A Roscoe from distance, and there at full stretch. Fernandez to beat the ball away to relative safety. His first goal for the national team at full level against Bolivia in a friendly last month in a 2-2 draw in Venezuela. Rango, the player who was caught, and he will take the free kick. Rango, Venezuela's playmaker now for well over a decade. Now the captain, record caps holder, joint, for now at least, record goal scorer. Whipped in by Arango here, but too long and too high and ineffective. Rare that he should waste a dead ball. Very popular figure in Germany with Mönchengladbach. He's been there now for 3 or 4 years. Made his name too in the Spanish league with Mallorca, where he really did have a good reputation. Orozco, he's had a good game tonight. Little figure, 5'4". Orozco through. Here's Cesar Gonzalez. Away there by Ratamoso. Free kick Venezuela, foul by Andre Carrillo this time on Arango, who's in the wars at the moment. 1 or 2 kicks and knocks. Has left this free kick to the player many see as his long-term successor in Orozco, as the fulcrum, the playmaker, the man who makes Venezuela tick. Whipped in here by Orozco and met by Rodriguez for Peru. Peru's last win here away to Venezuela in a qualifier came way back in 1998. Rosales will chase through. It's Rodriguez to meet it for the Peruvians. It's been a bright second half start here by Venezuela, that's for sure. message I'm sure at half-time was simple: win this game or the World Cup hopes are dead. Rosales here has 4 to aim for. Hurled in, might drop to Arango, it's cleared by Advincula. Dani Hernandez, winning cap number 16, has now, it seems, become the preferred choice ahead of Renny Vega, who's been not even picked in the squad for this one. Rincon drops in now to Arango, rolled into the path of Rosales. Orozco twists, turns, tricky player. Roberto Rosales, who's never scored for Venezuela. From FC Twente in the Dutch Eredivisie. Here goes Arango. Arango's cross and knocked away by Rodriguez. Here's Rosales. Rosales, Martinez, Cesar Gonzalez! Big chance over the crossbar there from a man who scored 4 goals down the years, but not now since the Copa America in 2011. Debut came against Brazil 9.5 years ago, Cesar Gonzalez. Maestrico they call him. Press reset and begin again here, Venezuela. They know they have to win this. Martinez, Johandri Orozco, Cesar Gonzalez. Gonzalez! Oh, and another good save. And Fernandez is a busy goalkeeper this second half. Thus far equal to what the Peruvians are having to withstand. Cesar Gonzalez here took aim, and this was a strike with lots of meat behind it. A save it deserved too. Pushed away to safety. Orozco takes the corner. Alexander Gonzalez. Free kick the outcome. It's amazing how Venezuela have grown as a nation, though, as in football terms. They are ranked now by FIFA 39, 3 places below their best ever of 36 earlier this year, but as recently as 15 years ago they were ranked 129th in the world, and now they are a nation who do compete and do give the bigger teams in the region and beyond a good game every now and again. They did believe they could reach a World Cup, but those dreams are now ebbing away. It's a corner here off Amorebieta. Didn't win a qualifier till the qualifiers for the 82 World Cup, Venezuela. On the back of their best ever Copa America 2 a couple of years ago. In goes that corner for Peru, though. It's going to break loose towards Rodriguez. There was, though, a foul previous. A win he would keep the dream alive by the most thin of threads. Cesar Gonzalez. Goes again here, fanned by Orozco. Cesar Gonzalez, there's the pullback. It's picked off, though, by Cruzado for Peru. And as a coach, he's done so much. I wonder if he would ever fancy a club job. Martinez looks for Orozco, can't find him. Cesar Gonzalez. They'd lost their last game on Friday in Santiago, Chile 3-0, but before that game they'd seen 20 of their players in their squad suffer food poisoning, so they Could argue their preparations were not exactly helped by that. Here goes Arango and Rondon. And Rondon has gone on, he's taken a tumble as well, he's won the throw-in but nothing more than that. Striker got his hat-trick in the Russian league before these qualifiers. He's now on 4 goals in 7 in Russia for his club at the moment this season, Rondon, Rubin Kazan. Cesar Gonzalez, and now Rondon. The number of Peruvian shirts back there doing the defensive job, though. Peru have 2 more after this, away to Argentina, then they finish up at home to Bolivia. I would suggest certainly their next game of those is the more tough in Buenos Aires. Free kick here against Edwin Retamoso for this challenge on Johandri Orozco. Orozco's free kick, whipped in with purpose towards Rondon. No real appeals there for the penalty. 5 of their 11 qualifying goals have been scored by Jose Salomon Rondon and Rubin Kazan. Retamoso, the injured player here for the Peruvians. Just to outline how the table stood before this game, Uruguay in the playoff place on 22 points. Venezuela with 16 and before this one 2 to play, so they can only level with Uruguay, and at the moment Ecuador on 22 and Peru on 14 with a game in hand. They could get a potential, if they won all their games, 23 points. That melee in the box, and that's how Retamoso was hurt. Well, his record has been great. Farias, World Cup, there may be a bridge too far for him and for this Venezuelan squad. Macarian has at least brought back to Peru some pride and happiness again in their national team. 3rd place at the last Copa America was their best since the early 80s. Orozco turns really smartly. Orozco with the ball in, which is come on to by Fernandez. He's had a good game, hasn't he, Johandri Orozco? I'm sure his chance to play again in a major overseas league will come. Maybe he moved to Germany a little early on the back of that under-20 championship in Peru a couple of years ago. He scored against the host nation a remarkable goal where I think he beat 5 players before he found the top corner from 25 yards. Now Rondon has picked up the pieces. Cesar Gonzalez. Dispossessed, play on, says the referee. This is Lobaton. Carrillo. Lobaton. Cruzado deflection on the shot too, which will earn a corner here for the Peruvians. Retamoso still is clearly struggling. Just one away qualifying win in the last 26 across 12 years and 4 World Cup cycles. 1-1 here with Venezuela. The cross sent in. And away by Vizcarrondo. Now Cesar Gonzalez breaks and was heavy in the tackle, which has caught Advíncula. Yellow card, Cesar González. Really having there to overstretch, wasn't he, Cesar González? Not one of those at risk of a ban with a yellow card tonight. Here on Advíncula, had to stretch, and in doing so took down the proven substitute. Rodriguez, again the ball ends up in the wet, long grass. Vizcarrondo breaks here for Rondon. Rondon, Cesar González. In here towards Martinez. Now Yohandri Orozco. Orozco, deflection, it's going to be kept in play here by Raúl Fernández. An hour gone. And again, these two teams simply must win. Neither are. Cesar González, now Alexander González. Cesar González checks, crosses, Rondon's got this. Arango, Orozco, they claim a handball in there against Zambrano, given, handball. Venezuela penalty. Carlos Zambrano, the player who is perceived to be guilty by the referee from Argentina, Néstor Pitana. Peru surround him, he won't change his mind. As that ball comes in here, Zambrano with Orozco. And yeah, the hand pushes the ball away, correct decision. It's a penalty, simple as that. Well spotted, well seen, well given by the Argentine Néstor Pitana. Cesar González will take this on. A goal which could give Venezuela again hope of reaching the first ever World Cup. They have to win their last two games to stand any chance. Maestrico, Cesar González, to renew Venezuela's flagging hopes, flagging dreams. Cesar González scores! 2-1 Venezuela. It could be a massive goal, it could be. They have to win their last two, and the dream flickers back into some kind of life. Slight though their hopes and chances may be, they are hopes and chances nonetheless. Cesar González keeps his head in Puerto La Cruz. 2-1 Venezuela. Back in the hunt just. His fifth goal for the national team, and they lead by 2-1. It can be done. As though the longest of long shots. Double change. With the curious head guard is Paulo Guerrero, also coming on here to complete the three changes made by the Peruvians. We're going to see coming on number 20, Luis Ramirez as well. Both attacking changes. Ramirez and Guerrero. Pizarro here, the veteran, will be the man to make way, the captain. Guerrero is more mobile, more nimble in these days in Brazil with Corinthians. Ex of Hamburg in Germany. And he was once a teammate of Thomas Rinkel. So 2-1 Venezuela. Here's Advíncula. Guerrero the target. Defeat and Peru are out, simple as that. But then only get to 20 points. Ecuador and Uruguay have 22 already. They're the only teams who could be caught if they won their last 3 matches. Retamosa, Guerrero. Taken away here now to Rincon. Changes on screen confirmed for you. Orozco, looking for Martinez. Rondon went down there with a challenge by Advíncula. Nothing given this time. Guerrero with Vizcarrondo. Here comes Dani Hernandez to meet him. Argument will go on. Advíncula and Rondon. Nothing was given. And the debate rages. Vargas, Retamoso, Vargas again, Rodriguez, and here was that appeal, it was contact, but referee again was well placed there, Senor Pitana. See coming on here, Romulo Otero for Venezuela. Instruction there from Cesar Fares. He's a rookie and he's third cap when he comes on. They're based with Caracas in Venezuela. Vargas towards Carrillo. Arango still has it. Arango has been tripped. That'll be a card coming here too for Advíncula. And he will miss the trip to Argentina as well. Second suspension for that game already picked up by the Peruvians. Advíncula and Lobaton will both miss their next qualifier, which, if they win here, would still have meaning. Advíncula cautioned. With a quarter of this qualifier left to play, and here comes that change. Otero coming on, and his third cap. He's an attacking midfielder, only 5'5" like Orozco. He's pretty slight of stature. Header on there from Rondon, away by Juan Manuel Vargas. Chase on for Guerrero here. Cesar Gonzalez, the scorer of the penalty, is off. He has done his job. Lobaton for Guerrero now. It's come to Ramirez. Ramirez, it's a good run, is there a finish? Cross from Hurtado, disappointing. Martinez. Otero. Little figure but full of ideas. Rondon. Here's Otero again. Change of pace. Otero is tripped. It's only a corner. The system is flagging for a corner. Referee has overruled him here, which the home fans are furious about. It should have been a goal kick. The referee got that right. His assistant was in the wrong. Arias and Venezuela lead 2-1. This would keep it alive at least into October. Just Guerrero. Ramirez. Now Martinez will chase. Has he got the legs here? Martinez has been pulled back. Now was that a foul? If so, it's not given anyway. Was the defender the last man? It's a yellow card here to Zambrano. Only a yellow card. It was given as a foul and he wasn't considered the last defender. Zambrano's half, is it? Gave away the penalty and now has got a yellow card and a free kick in what is surely Arango territory. Martinez, the player caught here. Would Rodriguez have got back to cover there had he got away? I'd question that, you know. And Zambrano too will be the third player to be suspended for the trip to Buenos Aires. Dropping like flies, these Peruvian players now for the next game. Last 20 minutes. Well, Faris's team for now hold the cards in this World Cup qualifier. Can't stress enough just how big the ask is to qualify from this position, though. Have to hope for favours because they can only get to 22 points, which is the same as Ecuador in 4th and Uruguay in 5th. They have to lose their last 2 games and the Vinotinto win their last one on this and then hope for goal difference. Martinez led away on the motorised stretcher. 13 are waiting in the wings. There's Luis Manuel Cejas, who played the last game in midfield against the Chileans. Otero, Orozco, the 2 young pretenders are guests to Arango's crown as the playmaker in years to come. I'm sure the old man here will pull rank on them. Arango, Venezuela's best ever player. Arango goes for goal, hits the crossbar. A few players with free kicks hit the target quite as often and as well as Juan Arango does. Alexander Gonzalez, Rondon takes on Lobaton here. Arango blocked by the defender there, Alberto Rodriguez. Carrillo, promising burst. Carrillo carries on. And it goes now to Hurtado, who's offside. And Arango's free kick as he tries to overtake Giancarlo Maldonado as the nation's outright all-time top scorer. Not yet, he has to wait. I'm sure the 23rd goal will come for his country at some point, but not just yet. Here's Guerrero. Morbieta got on that, and the effort from Ramirez is off target. Roberto Rosales of FC Twente in the Dutch League, and the change here will see Franklin Lucena come on, the player who started the game in Santiago on Friday. Defensive midfielder, home-based with Real Espor here in Venezuela. Oh, Guerrero's in here. Guerrero takes on 2 in Burgundy, and Vizcarrondo nicks it away. Oh, Otero taken out. Now the already yellow-carded Lobaton, he has to be very, very careful. I saw Yoshima Yotun sent off in the last game. They had a player sent off too in the match with Colombia, looking to avoid a third successive qualifier with a player sent off here. Peru. Vargas. Another change will be made by Cesar Farias. The defensive midfielder Franklin Lucena to come on. Coming off will be Josef Martinez, an attacker, which maybe suggests that they'll try and stick with what they've got here in terms of the scoreline and sit back and defend. Lucena coming on for Josef Martinez. Lucena on to reach 50 caps. Rosales, Otero, Orozco, Lucena, getting away though. This is Juan Manuel Vargas, Carrillo, Carrillo with good footwork here now for Peru. Away by Osvaldo Vizcarrondo for the Vino Tinto. It'll be a free kick. He's been alive while since coming on, hasn't he? Romulo Otero, only 20. Last 15 minutes of this qualifier. Another foul there by Lobaton, who, as I say, is on a yellow card now, and it's now at least 2 fouls since he got the yellow, and I'm sure that's being watched by Nestor Pitana with an eagle eye. Juan Arango shot is blocked. Now it's Lucena, who scored in those 9 previous caps just once before in the game with Moldova. Also, by the way, missed the decisive penalty in the Copa America semi-final shootout with Paraguay. It'll be a free kick. On you throw, it's taken quickly here too. Here's Otero! And his first ever goal for his country might prove decisive. Romulo Otero off the mark for Venezuela. They now lead by 3-1. Only 4 home qualifying goals in the campaign before tonight. Now 3 come along at once. The night where the Vinotinto have found their goal touch. They lead 3-1. He'll get a yellow card too for the shirt removal, I'm sure. But his first goal in the Burgundy has maybe won this qualifier and will for sure ensure their hopes they're live up qualifying into October's final game at home to Paraguay. Romulo Otero with the take, first time, bottom corner, 3-1 Venezuela. The assist here from Yohandri Orozco, and Otero's finish has maybe finished off Peru here, 3-1 Venezuela. Good finish. A 3-1 lead as they find their scent for goals in their final couple of qualifiers. Paraguay at home to come after this. It's in San Cristobal. In Puerto La Cruz, 3-1 their lead against the Peruvians. Here's Otero again. He may well start the next game given his displacement's coming on. Otero here is a star in the making. Orozco likewise. As to the future you sense for Venezuela after the Arangos have long since left the stage. took a knock here too. Well, I think here there's going to be action taken against the Venezuelan bench. Farias can be a spiky figure, never one to hold back an opinion. Has he earned himself here a march to the stands, I wonder? Hungary here with the challenge on Orozco from the already yellow-carded Zambrano. Tackles beginning to fly in. Here the assist from Orozco for Otero's first Venezuela goal. Farias, I think, has he been sent off? And the coach is often one who incurs the wrath of referees. It's okay to stay there for now, I think. Zambrano, back it goes here to his goalkeeper Fernandez. Orozco to close him down. Vizcarrondo. This is Advíncula. Hurtado. Now Ramirez. Guerrero, who's taken off the head strapping, and Carrillo's shot is over the crossbar. They have missed the players replacing Farfan. That's no real slight on Carrillo, but Farfan is such a good player that a nation like Peru cannot really afford to lose, even for one game, players of his calibre. They miss at the moment, by the way, 3 players for their last qualifier, with bans Lobaton, Zambrano, and also Cruzado. Eight and a half to play. Venezuela 3, Peru 1. This defeat would end Peru's hopes of qualification, even with 2 games to play. Letamoso. There's a free kick. And out comes that can of spray foam from the referee, who's done well tonight. All the big calls he's got spot on, not least the penalty for Venezuela. And the yellow card was shown to the goalkeeper there, I think, Fernandez. He will miss the next qualifier too. As I say, Peru's players for the next game now are dropping like flies. 4 suspensions. Well, Fernandez will sit out the next game as well. Not as well in the game against Paraguay. 2 yellow cards equates to a 1-match ban. Orozco. Rosales. Return ball here for him. Rosales, Arango, deflection. Vizcarrondo's in there. Free kick given. He says it was a shoulder charge. It's okay in the 50s. Not so much now. Alexander Gonzalez. Rodriguez pressured by the Rubin Kazan striker. 7 minutes to play now. Venezuela's lead is a 2-goal buffer. Only 4 home goals in qualifying before tonight, now 3 in one game. Cruzado, now Advíncula. Rosales. There's Rondon. Roberto Rodriguez, Juan Manuel Vargas, Carlos Lobaton. Now Rincon here with a rare forward burst, but he was blocked off. Now, Rincon rarely ventures across halfway. He's only ever scored one career goal for club or country. Here's Lobaton. Ramirez. Vargas. Orozco's been a joy to watch tonight, the number 10 for Venezuela. Rosales. Lucena. Vizcarrondo. Now it's Orozco again, support wide here now offered and taken from Roberto Rosales. Rosales! Oh, punched away by Fernandez. Long range shot, wide of the mark this time. 5 to play. Rosales here first of all stings the palms of Raul Fernandez. He won't face Messinco in Buenos Aires with suspension now. Rango makes way, the skipper break the national goals record tonight. Off he goes to a warm ovation. Really is an icon, a legend here. 33 and certainly the best player this nation's ever produced. Off he goes, coming on here in his place, Fernando Aristigueta, striker based in Nantes with the French league. Scored 7 goals in their promotion campaign from the Ligue 2 last season. And was joined for keeps, having been on loan in the last campaign. Rango's shift is over. One more game to play in the qualifying group, maybe his last ever qualifier. 33 now. This is his last World Cup wonder. He's been to 5 Copa Americas. Lobaton has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to aim for here. In by Lobaton, and a free header, 3-2. Maybe the game's not won yet. Zambrano, who gave away the penalty here, has pulled a goal back. Zambrano's 3rd goal in his 25th cap makes it 3-2, and suddenly Venezuela's lead is not looking quite so safe. In by Lobaton here. Zambrano's jump, and the defender from Eintracht Frankfurt makes it 3-2, and Peru just opened the door a fraction. Above there, I think Rondon was nearest to him there, the centre forward doing the marking. Zambrano scores, and it is, in a sense, I guess, game on, but time is in short supply. Orozco's ball in. Macarian's team, no defeat here will spell the end of their hopes. Zambrano's had a funny old half. Handball for the penalty, yellow card. And now a goal to make it 3-2. Alexander Gonzalez felt he was pulled back, referee doesn't agree. Rosales, Vizcarrondo. Lovely turn, but out of play from Orozco. Venezuela 3, Peru 2. Win here would keep Venezuela's hopes just alive into the final for them last game. Aristigueta. Carrillo caught. A draw here would finish off both teams' hopes, wouldn't it? Vizcarrondo. Now it's Roberto Rosales. Zambrano. Vargas, it stays in play. No, not quite. See the ball from the fourth official, Silvio Trucco, to tell us how much we'll play on for in additional time. During that added time in 20 seconds. And Alexander Gonzalez throw here for Venezuela. Towards Aristigueta. Board says 4 minutes. You are now in. Venezuela 3, Peru 2 in this World Cup qualifier. An equaliser here would finish off both teams' hopes of qualification. I'm sure Ecuadorians and Uruguayans here are hoping for an equaliser here for Peru. It'll be Juan Manuel Vargas free kick here, the Fiorentina player to take, and it goes high. Dani Hernandez beneath it, and well taken there by the goalkeeper. Now playing in Greece, and with Asteros Tripoli on loan from Valladolid, where he was for a long time last season in Spain, their first choice goalkeeper. Played 24 games in the Spanish top division last season. Aristigueta, that'll be a free kick against him. Final minutes of added time. Venezuela 3, Peru 2. An equaliser for Peru kills off both teams' hopes of qualification. Hernandez has it and slows the game right down. The armband has gone now to Thomas Rincon. Aristigueta. Now Jose Salomon Rondon. Rondon, only half away. Picked up now by Lucena. Rondon. Orozco. Orozco's cross, deflected out here to Lobaton. Roberto Rosales. Rincon. Rondon. Rosales. Corner flag here, I think target. Maybe not. Rondon still. That'll be a corner ball. And that will eat away a few more seconds here. Rondon is hurt but off the field. And tempers here have just balled over again. Aristigueta's involved here and he's pushed away by his teammate Otero, which is a wise thing to do. Peru's hopes are a minute away from being extinguished once and for all. Here's how Rondon was hurt. Collision with Zambrano. Maybe the boot came out there and was raised when it shouldn't have been there from Zambrano, who's on a yellow card. 3-2. Late Venezuelan corner, which they don't show too much ambition with. Rosales. Otero boxed in, he's going to get the free kick as well. He's been pulled off the pitch there by Advincula, who's got a yellow card to his name. Final seconds, away by Raul Fernandez. And the whistle goes. Peru's hopes are extinguished. Venezuela's are just alive, but only just. They have to win their last game now, home to Paraguay next month, to have any chance of making the playoffs. That, though, depends also on Uruguay and Ecuador not winning or taking points from their final games as well. This was a good game, 5-goal thriller. Motero's first goal for the national team in the end proves the clincher. Zambrano's late consolation for Peru, not enough. The full-time score here in what was a really good open qualifier. It ends Venezuela 3, Peru 2. Venezuela still alive in the World Cup, just, only just.